It's the divorce that turned deadly, or did it? Well, you will not believe how this man saved his own life after his ex-wife plotted to murder him.
I met my ex-wife Lulu, and we ended up dating for about a year and a half. We got married in year 2009, and the first 3 years of our marriage was wonderful. We started having issues with the family. She filed false police reports on me. I was the one that was being accused of being a drunk, being an alcoholic, physical, mental, abusive, and he was totally the opposite. She put scratches on herself, bruises on herself, and then she took pictures. She waited while I was not looking, and out of nowhere, we had no other choice but to get divorced. As we went through the divorce, things got harder and harder for her. This young man that I had mentored back in the year 2000, named Mundo, just happened to walk by my office in the gym, and my ex-wife Lulu was talking out of all people to her daughter. And her daughter was telling her that there was a young man in the gym that had people in Mexico that chopped up people and killed people for money. Mundo overheard that. He walked up to Lulu and told her, asked her, does it have to do with anything with Ramon? And she said, yeah, man, I'm just tired of him. I wish they would just go away. What he said to her is the reason that I'm still alive today. He told her, you mean go away like this? You mean like this? And he made the pistol sign and said, go away like that. And she goes, yes, go away like that. The next day he calls me and he tells me, he calls me, hey, Pops, this lady wants to kill you.
And here to tell his harrowing story, please welcome Ramon Sosa. Ramon, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you taking the time. After your protege Mundo told you that Lulu wanted you dead, I cannot imagine, but I wanted to hear from you. What was it like just being around her at home, at work, knowing what you know?
It was very, very difficult. Right after he told me that, Mundo told me what was going on, I had to go home because we were still living together in the same home, but even though we were going through the divorce, where she was living upstairs, we had a two-story home. She was living upstairs with her kids and her mother, and I lived downstairs.
Oh my gosh!
And knowing that she had no idea, of course, that I knew what she was up to already. Right. I had to go see her face and try to keep my composure and try to keep it as calm as possible, as normal as possible, knowing that I was basically, in a home where there's somebody living there that wants to kill me.
I've always wanted to know, after you found out about your ex-wife's plan, you staged your own murder. So what was that like, and how did your ex react to seeing the picture of you that she thought was your dead body?
Right.
Well, the young man that helped me, named Mundo, he was an ex-gang member, and he had this idea of like, let me record everything and see how far she's willing to go with this. And after we get everything recorded, and we'll just take it to the police, and that's what I did. And we had the audios and videos, and took it to the police, and that's when the police, all the authorities intervened, and they said, no, we need to get on this case quick because she wanted me dead as soon as possible so she can collect all, on me, basically. And that's what happened. The police, did their own investigation, brought in their own undercover police officer, and kept meeting me up with her, and they finally said, okay, we have enough information to arrest her, but we need to have her, pretend like you're dead, and
wow.
We're going to take a picture of you dead and show it to her and see how she reacts, because we don't want to take a chance going to trial and somebody feeling sorry for her. And that's what happened. They took a picture of me dead, sorry. And it was surreal for me to just even think of that I had to fake my death so this person could get arrested.
I have about 10,000 questions I want to ask. But when was the last time, Ramon, that you talked to your ex-wife, and what did you say?
The last time I saw her was at her hearing after about 15 months after she was arrested. 15 months later, she was her last hearing. She pleaded down to a second-degree solicitation of capital murder. She didn't take a chance of going to trial on a first-degree solicitation of capital murder. And they let me speak at her trial at her hearing when she was arrested. And there was so much anger in me. I would walk around the house and I had loaded guns in my house, in my cars, and I was so, pretending. I didn't know what to do. I was so upset. And finally, when I got to the hearing, they let me talk to her, and I forgave her.
Wow.
I forgave her. Yes, because there was so much anger in me. It was like I had to let all that air as a balloon, you know, and I was no more personal again. And you know, she never looked at me once. The only thing the last thing I saw of her was, I remember that sound of the chains, the shackles on her hands and her feet. Actually, after they took her away, that's the last time I ever saw her.
Unbelievable. To our viewers out there, if you want to know more about Ramon's story, I think we all do, get his book, I Walked on My Own Grave, available anywhere books are sold. We appreciate you, Ramon. We'll be right back. Thank you so much.
Thank you.